what this young lady told me one time? She said, Shannon, you got a lot of scar tissue. She said, but let me love you with all those scars. She said, Shannon, the thing is with you, you don't know how to receive love. I don't know if you've ever been loved, but I do know you don't know how to receive it. She said, I'll love you past all those scars if you just allow it. I wanted to put my head on her shoulder and cry with you. That's what I wanted to do. But
Oh, wow. So Unc is not just a big old freak. He's just somebody who's been hurt. Let's go ahead and get into this because this show was very revealing.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2, and I got a question. Was that young lady Gabby that you wanted to put your head on the? Listen, let's not go ahead and get into that right now. But first, I wanted to go ahead and play this clip where Shannon Sharpe kind of addresses the haters. He don't say names, but we all know possibly who the people he was talking about, like Shaq, Matt Barnes. Sharpe and trying to dig dirt on him. As you guys know, Tasha K was the first one to play that clip of Matt Barnes asking someone, we don't know exactly who it was, but asking someone if they got dirt on Shannon Sharpe, Shaq would pay them this amount of money. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So what they were talking about was Shedeur Sanders. As you guys know, he should have been drafted in the first round in the NFL, right? But the NFL is basically still the good old boys club. They are like, we gonna check that color. That color ain't gonna be around here thinking that he cocky and he's this and that just because who his daddy is. We gonna check him from the gate. See how Colin Kaepernick still ain't got a job and he was not the worst quarterback? We can dive deeper into that, but let me go ahead and play this clip real quick of Shannon Sharpe addressing the haters. Then we'll get into his love life, as you want to call it. Whatever. Here we go, you guys.
I like that. And that's what I tell people. Your job is not to prove somebody wrong. It's your job to prove yourself right. And if you prove yourself right, in the process of proving you right, you'll prove them wrong. And that's the thing that, you have to learn. And it's been a process. Stop worrying about what people that don't know you think.
I think a lot of people have.
Stop worrying about that. Because, Ocho, you heard me say this. All I want people to love, I just need the people that I love to love me.
Come on now.
See, you trying to, and obviously the elephant is not in the room. He outside, but everybody knows what I'm going through. A lot of people have a lot to say. But as my brother been calling me, a lot of people, and thank you everybody that's reached out and the thoughts and prayers. I sincerely appreciate that. But when you think about it, Ocho, man, 50% of the people don't care that you got problems. The other 50% glad you got them.
Come on, Pastor.
So now
Come on,
what?
Pastor? Take your time.
And to speak on that, I do feel like some people have relish in the downfall of Shannon Sharpe. And you can even say, AT2, you're guilty of it. Now, I think I'm just reporting on the news, but we all can be said we're guilty of that, celebrating in his demise. But it's not necessarily that. I think it's just a lot with Shannon Sharpe trying to be overly masculine and show that he's a man and he's powerful and all this other shit. And so, like, dude, you ain't got to do that. Like, what are you, Shannon Sharpe? You ain't got to go out there and pay for sex. And the whole race play thing, that will never be a thing that I'm okay with. I'm sorry. Especially, we're not in no post-racial society. They love to say, oh, racism is dead. No, it's still very much alive. And you into that kind of stuff and we know about it, it's one thing we don't know that you into race play. But the fact that we know about it's a little disturbing. And especially because you come off as a proud black man But yet you got this dark fantasy, y'all. And then on top of that, the allegations of you abusing and doing, essay and stuff like that. Yeah, it is a little weird. It's a lot.
I agree with you, Dort. I'm not worried about. Look, I'm where I am.
Right.
This is where I am. I'm in Cleveland. 31 other teams that didn't select me, and I understand that there's some teams, Cincinnati and Baltimore, and
Buffalo.
certain teams weren't in the realm for a quarterback. I get it. I'm not talking about those. Thank you, Cleveland, for giving me an opportunity. Because sometimes all you need is an opportunity. And now what you do with that opportunity will tell us who and what you are. But the thing is, Ocho, is that you have to learn that I'm learning, and it's still a learning process. Is that you got to drown out the noise, man. You can't be concerned with everybody because everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody think they know you. They really do. Everybody think they know you when they really don't. They heard this or they heard that. Have you ever talked to Shannon? Have you ever been around with Shannon? Have you been around Ocho? Have you been in Ocho's presence?
Who are you talking
So
about,
what makes you think you know him? How well do you know him? So, Shador, just go do your thing. That's all.
So before I play the next part, I do want to go ahead and pull up a few comments that I've seen in the comment section. So this is when it said, "Ungot quotes for days." Might not listen to it himself, but it's still some good quotes for sure. I have to agree. I mean, he be honest. He know what he's talking about. That older wisdom, he got that. It just don't work for himself. I mean, a lot of us give good advice and we don't take it. I'm guilty of that too. And it said, be preaching to everyone but himself. Then another commenter said, Shannon giving advice but won't even listen to his own dang advice. Laugh out loud. I thought those comments were pretty funny because they were really accurate. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the part where he talks about being alone and feeling lonely. And you kind of feel bad for Shannon Sharpe. And maybe this is why he likes to pay for sex. Here we go, you guys.
Today, are you happy? Because there have been times, Ocho, where in the process of trying to please somebody, I was trying to please everybody else. But the one person that was unhappy was me. So in the process, everybody else is happy. Everybody's ecstatic. They do it. I'm giving. They're doing this. They're doing that. And I'm miserable. I'm asking myself, is it enough? What else do I need to do? Because I'm trying to make sure everybody else is happy. And deep down inside, I'm dying. It's one thing to be alone. It's something else entirely different to be lonely. See, there are two different things, alone and lonely. See, you can be alone and be content with that. You can be with someone and be lonely.
Ooh, hold on. What? Hey, what you said something?
Ocho Cinco always so dramatic and shit like that. But I mean, Unc is right about that. You could be with somebody and feel lonely. Alone versus feeling lonely, like it's two different things. Alone is okay, you're by yourself. But feeling lonely, that's that deep depression, like you're alone and you feel like you have nowhere to go. Like right now, for example, I'm alone. I'm alone as hell, but I am not lonely. Two different things, right?
It's that's a very fine line, Ocho.
Hey,
that's a very, very fine
you
line.
Said something just there, boy. Hey, alone and lonely. You could be alone, but it don't mean you're lonely.
Correct.
That's
absolutely
juicy.
Correct.
That's juicy. Next time when I get in my next argument, with Shan, I'm gonna use that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Yeah.
It's but a lot of times, Ocho, and the thing is that like
here we go.
When you've been alone for a long period of time, you realize that you really don't have time for BS.
But we talk about humans though, we all come with a
Yes.
little baggage now. Now, when you're alone for a
Yes.
very long period of time, depending on how long that period may be, you go into it with
Mhm.
understanding at some point, even though you don't want to deal with no BS, it come with something.
Yeah,
it come
Ocho.
with
I think the
something.
thing is that what I've learned in my life is that you're dating a person's past and all the trauma that's in that past. And people don't understand that. And the thing is that people don't put on their resume. Because if I have to fill out something, you think I'm gonna put my worst attributes on that resume? I'm gonna put my best foot forward. And I'm gonna tell you all the reasons why I should have this job, not the reasons why I shouldn't. So if a person wants to be in a relationship, they're gonna tell you all the things and show you all the things, the reasons why you should select he or her in that relationship.
I like that.
That's true. You always put on your representative. Whenever you're in a relationship, when you first meet somebody, you put in your representative first. And this is the person who, and I hate to say that you fake who you are, but you show them who you believe they would like. You show them that representative. It's the same when you go to a job, just like he was making. I'm speaking truth right here. He's speaking truth, but it's getting a little dark because Nightcap is about sports, but it's getting really real right now.
It's not what you know that hurts you. It's what you find out that hurts you. I'm done, Ocho. I ain't finished, Ocho. I'm done. I'm done, Ocho. I'm done.
Hey, Pastor Sharpe, don't do the congregation like that. Because I know the chat. I know I'm not the only one taking notes. I know the chat. I know y'all taking notes. Don't lie to me now. But take your time now.
I think that's the thing. People like, what I don't know won't hurt me. But what you find out later could hurt you.
See, that's why I love.
This young lady told me one time, she said, Shannon, you got a lot of scar tissue. She said, but let me love you with all those scars. She said, Shannon, the thing is with you, you don't know how to receive love. I don't know if you've ever been loved, but I do know you don't know how to receive it.
Deep.
She said, I'll love you past all those scars if you just allow it. I wanted to put my head on the shoulder and cry, Ocho. That's what I wanted to do. But, at that stage, pride wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me. So I think that's the thing that we all want. We want to be loved. We want to be appreciated.
Boy, you got me about to tear up, boy. But you don't see my eyes. Boy,
He's really crying. His eyes watering.
Say that one more time. Say the line about the scars. Say the line she told you about the scars.
She said she wanted to love. She wanted to love me in spite of my scars. She said, I see the scar tissue. She said, I see the hurt in your heart. I hear the way you talk. I see the way you look. She said, I see it and I hear all of that. She said, but I can love you past all that. She said, I just need you to receive the love that I'm trying to give you.
Boy, that's deep there, boy. People don't understand.
I wonder, I don't know if Shannon Sharpe ever wrote a book or anything like that, but what has happened to him where he has been this hurt? Like, what happened in his love life? Because the stuff that we kind of know about is all salacious. We know that he has allegedly been accused of assaulting multiple white women. We know one of the biggest things that happened I think they had like a 10-year relationship. Don't quote me, but it was a long time. Michelle Bundy, who was actually married at the time, and Shannon Sharpe was messing with that. Remember, she just did a recent interview with The Sun. She even did an interview with Tasha K. So this woman had said that Shannon Sharpe had assaulted her and filed a lawsuit, and still currently has a lawsuit. She dropped her restraining order, but then has refiled a lawsuit like the last couple of years, right? And so we kind of know that Shannon Sharpe love life is chaotic, but how did it get to that part? Like, Who hurt him? Why does he have this scar tissue? I'm very intrigued, and he doesn't get into more about his downfalls and his trials and tribulations when it comes to love. But I would like to know more, because maybe this will explain how he got himself into this mess. And Shannon, leave the young girls alone. I'm glad that the girl was legal. Thank God. But leave that girl alone. Get you somebody. What Monique said, get you a Elladora, the older woman that can make you a pound cake naked. Get you that. That's what you need. Stop messing with the young girls. But you guys, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Please let me know what you thought about this whole entire show and what you think going on with Shannon Sharpe. Like, if there's something that I miss that he explains why he's been so scarred, and when it comes to love and feeling alone, if you guys can explain his dating history to me, maybe we can figure it out together. But anyway, enjoy the show, you guys. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe like I already said. We out of here.